Hey Virgo, what is going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy for the next week via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it, Virgo. Happy holidays. I hope things are going well for you. Despite some of the tension that is manifesting in the astrology, holiday seasons are always super busy. There's so much going on. They're kind of like a double-edged sword, right? Like where they're fun and exciting, but it can be overwhelming and daunting as well. And so the name of the game right now is just try to give yourself enough time, space, energy that you need for your own self-love, self-care. There's tension, like I said, all across the board. We'll look into this a little bit more in the reading, but the tension is directly affecting our ego, our emotions, so it's easy to get triggered around certain events, certain people, things being said, etc. And it's important to be patient. It's important to give ourselves that self-love and care right now because it keeps us grounded and balanced. It keeps us from making choices and decisions that we wouldn't normally otherwise. That's why I like to start off these readings with an energy cleansing, just to set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out some of those heavier energies that we don't necessarily want to be attached to. It's a really good time to set your own intention as well for the reading. If there's specific questions you want answered, messages you want delivered, give those over to Spirit. It's a great way to personalize these collective readings. And I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing services. Readings are obviously one of them. So hit me up if you want me to look at your specific situation. I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic consultations. So kind of helping us realign with that mind, body, soul. When we are in alignment, when we are grounded and stable in ourselves, then that's where we find happiness. That's where we find our happiness and fulfillment. All right, Virgo, let's get into it. This is on fire today. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so that we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. Ooh, hot. Mama Love. Ooh, fiery today, Virgo. What's got you all pumped up? That's how I feel. Something's got you all pumped up, which is actually like pretty fair according to the astrology. We've been having a lot of the fire element and things just aren't going our way right now. Not to be a Debbie Downer, but legit, that's just how the astrology is playing out. Specifically with that Jupiter square to Saturn. It's bringing a lot of tension, a lot of hardship. It's also like not giving us a lot to work with, not a lot of opportunities. But that's kind of the beauty of Jupiter. Jupiter is about our abundance. So we have to find ways to work with the abundance that we have. I feel like that's really the theme right now in the collective. This makes sense. Yeah, you can totally be worn out. Maybe you just need to give yourself a break. I would strongly encourage you throughout this next week to take time to rest, to meditate, to restore. Like I was saying, those self-care. Sorry, that confirmation that completely slipped me. Make sure you're taking care of yourself or taking time to do so, specifically when you have downtime, something was really stressing you out. And I feel like it took a lot of your energy. It took a lot of your energy. You feel like you are on the other side of the issue. Like you feel like you're on the other side of things. But sometimes when we kind of get to that space where things settle down, it brings up all the stuff that like we kind of push down or push to the side in order to move through. And I feel like you're kind of just like deep breath of fresh air, like just allowing this stuff to slowly kind of pour off of you. And you're in a place where I feel like there is some realignment. You know, you feel as good as you can. Yes, I think this is natural, this fear and this anxiety right now, because Neptune is in Pisces. It was in retrograde for the majority of the year. Retrogrades definitely heighten those illusions, those fears, anxieties, etc. And I feel like this is something that maybe you just naturally do. Maybe you're a little bit of a worry wart, so to speak. And like I said, it depletes your energy. It puts you in this space where you're way more worn out than what you need to be. And it also looks like as the week progresses, Virgo, okay, well, we'll see what this King of Swords is all about. It looks like as this week progresses, you're happy, you're settled, some peace, you're getting what you want, and then you're dealing. I feel like this manic energy is coming from outside of you. I don't feel like this is necessarily related to you, but you're getting someone's reverberations. It could be King of Swords, that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. It doesn't have to be those signs though. It could just be someone who's non-emotional, like no emotion at all. And I feel like they've pushed a lot of things down. And because you found some peace on some level, some of this is coming out. You're receiving that kind of manic side of them. And this is also where you do get really stressed out. I feel like Virgo energy is a healer, right? Your health, your wellness, your balance, your stability. People probably come to you a lot for that wellness or feeling kind of more stable in their own life. And you have a tendency to take on other people's stuff, right? Other people's responsibilities. And Spirit's really saying, I mean, this is a beautiful aspect of who you are coming in as the Empress. It's talking about like you really managing and handling everything. At the same time, sometimes you don't want to, right? Like who wants to keep it all up and running all the time? It's a lot. It's a lot. And it does look like there is a lot going on around you this week. As much as there is like this one good point, like everything is in its right place. There's just a lot of energy around you that feels, maybe it even feels a little bit manic. It's bringing up fears, worst case scenarios, that type of vibe. But also when we're in this Two of Pentacles energy, that talks about life being, there's a lot going on, just a lot to juggle, a lot on your plate, etc. We have to remember that not everything is going to look picture perfect, or it's for our own sanity to not stress about what we can't control. You know, when you are the Empress, you have to know what to plug your energy into and what to not. You have to know where it serves your purpose and where it doesn't. It's interesting too. I never even noticed this on this card, but she's standing on top of the moon. There's a little snake coming out, that guy. And it's hard because I'm hearing it's like you have to like manage a lot of people's emotions and manipulations and places where 100% confirming it's not your energy. It's just you doing everything, which is total Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is looking at it from a different perspective, being able to see things in a different way, but at the same time being the one who's kind of combating everything. Interestingly enough, there's this dude and a wolf-ish figure on the side, and I feel like he has to fight it off. And I'm highlighting that because that's how your energy feels right now. It's like you feel like you have to keep fighting off the anxieties, the fears, right? The manic episodes with people when they can't like control their mind, or they're kind of like tweaking out or whatever. That's a lot. No wonder you're worn out this week, Virgo. Again, emphasis, there's that King of Swords, but emphasis on taking care of yourself. Someone's seeing things in a different light. And because you've established some really heavy boundaries. As much as you might be upholding a lot of things for people, you've also protected yourself, which I love. It's why you're vibing as the Empress. I love the Empress. If you can't tell, I think it's like a really fabulous energy to be in. It's about abundance, it's love, it's nurture, support. It's like you feeling really solid and grounded within yourself. But you're not going to let anyone or anything mess with that. And I feel like this King of Swords is trying to. It's trying to, whether they're just kind of spiraling a little bit, acting out of bad behavior, or I feel like there might be a conversation where they don't like some of the things that you say and they don't know what to do. I mean, this is someone who, as much as they seem like they have it all together, like they can keep things really like buttoned up, they're repressing all of their emotions. They don't even take their emotions into account. And this is that pressure cooker dynamic where I feel like you putting up these boundaries is going to be very, very difficult for them. It's not something they want to hear. The King of Swords doesn't like being put in his place, so to speak. And this is how this person or individual is taking this. I don't feel like they're lashing out on you. It's not aggression towards you because they're all in their feels. As soon as they acknowledge or recognize how they feel or whatever this dynamic is that brings those feelings to the surface, I mean, they're super disappointed. I feel like they're super disappointed in themselves, in their own actions, and how they and how they decided to handle a situation. And so are you. So are you. They might even be giving you an apology this week. Yeah, like, I feel like they're finally admitting things that you've known or you've been waiting to hear or you know they're gonna say, right? There's stuff that they've been trying to keep hidden. They're trying to control the situation, being all tough and whatever. And really it comes out. There's like a lot of like soft, mushy energy with them as well. It's like they can't keep it in anymore. And I don't know, you're just not feeling this. You're not feeling this because this is someone's regret. This is someone's emotions. Like they did you wrong, or they were attacking you at one point. There was kind of something that happened where like you're like, this isn't cool for me, and you had to protect yourself. Now they're coming and saying a different thing. Yeah, it's Tower. Okay. And this makes a lot of sense. We're seeing this in the collective all across the board. Like traumas coming up, emotions exploding, that type of vibe. People not being able to keep in any longer like what they want. This is someone who did repress for a long time, and now it's all coming to the surface. And you're conflicted about it because you're not an irrational person, right? You're not irrational. Like if anything, you're coming from the Empress, which is all about support, love, nurture, understanding, right? If you were the Emperor, you'd be saying F you, right? But you're the Empress, so you're a lover. You're in this space where you want to give them the benefit of the doubt. But again, there's so much that you've seen at this point that it's like either too little, too late, or whatever words they're trying to sell you, whatever they're trying to tell you was the reality. It's like you don't even believe them. You can't even believe them. Well, you should have said that before. But instead you chose X, Y, and Z. And the thing about Five of Swords is it's needing to win at all costs. It's someone who doesn't care who they stomp all over. They need to win. And that's exactly how the King of Swords vibes. You care about the people involved, and to the point that I feel like you have treated this person with respect, and now you have a choice of your own boundaries. I do feel like you are a little bit nervous about this because again, you're coming from that balanced approach. The Empress is Libra and Taurus energy. So Libra is the scales, making sure that you're seeing things with that kind of bird's eye perspective. And Taurus is grounding, it's stability, it's our material resources, essentially. And so I feel like you don't want to do anything based out of this fear and anxiety. What I would say to you is take care of yourself, relax, restore your energy before making any sort of decisions, because it does look like this person is going to pull out the works, right? They're going to try anything and anything to get you to empathize with their situation and how it felt for them, etc. When I want to change life around me, I just focus on changing myself. I can't change anything in a positive way if I'm not aligned and balanced within myself. When I produce a conscious change inside of me, it affects everything around me. I love this because you are in this place of empowerment right now, and you can choose the change that you want. But again, it takes being conscious, mindful of who and what you're dealing with. There is this energy in the collective around being mindful if you're dealing with someone who has that snake charmer energy, right? They're trying to sell something too good to be true, etc. Proper focus allows me to reach my goals. When I avoid distractions and focus, my goals are attained. When I master my focus, life takes me to my destiny. So really powerful, remain focused. Don't let this person say or do something that really, or agree to something, I should say even more, that really isn't authentically what you want. I am fully unique. Distractions lead me to create a false self. Only through acceptance of myself can I deliver my full potential in life. Every human being is unique. I love that. Distractions lead me to create a false self. So wherever this distraction is coming up, whether it's coming from this person, a situation that you feel is a little oppressive outside of you, Spirit's asking you to really just know yourself, know what you want, know how you want this to play out. Yeah, it might be a little bit scary, but you are brave, you are strong, you're vibing in a way that you have your stuff together this week. And if anything, looking at the energy around you, I'm like proud of you and your strength, because it shows that you are really handling this like a ninja, which I love. All right, Virgo, thank you so much for your time, energy always. I hope you found messages that resonated for you here. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I love to hear, or I love to just connect, share, and a little love, a little TLC. I so appreciate all the love and support you bring to the channel. Know that I'm sending it back your way.